Christ the King week, the last week on the church calendar. Is he the king? Is he your king? Jesus says yes. In fact, he says, like the song says, let every heart prepare him room. Prepare room for me, he's saying to you and to me. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 says, for by grace you have been saved. Isn't that a wonderful verse to hear on Thanksgiving Day? The verb in that verse suggests completed action in past time. So we come face to face with our baptism, which at one time may have included some sort of enthronement rite as sons and daughters of the King. Yes, our salvation is realized. It is ours now. It's not expected. It isn't something that we hope that we're going to get someday. Thank God for each and every day of grace, especially today, Thanksgiving Day. I remember when I was a college student, my third year in school in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, Minnesota. All of my family was in Southern California. I made arrangements with a classmate to go home with for the holiday, but at the last minute, those plans somehow fell through. They were canceled. And so the house that I shared with 6 of my classmates, I was stuck in that house that whole weekend all by myself. But it wasn't a total wash. I had a delicious Thanksgiving meal that year. I had a turkey pot pie that I cooked about maybe half as long as it should have been cooked. And then I had a wonderful, wonderful bag of potato chips that I think sat in that gas station since I graduated from high school. Yes, I sat there, I ate about half of that stuff, and then honestly, I listened while I was sitting in the living room. I looked at the remnants of that food and I listened to the faucet drip in the kitchen, and I thought to myself, I'm not sure, but I'm peeking out here on Thanksgiving Day when the phone rang. Yes, the phone rang and I said, hello, only to hear my mom's voice. My mother called from her sister's house, Alice, where my whole family was getting together. All of my aunts, all of my uncles, all of my cousins, every single one of them. People that if I would have been there, they would have been there, except that there were so many, I've been lucky if I would have talked to half of them. My mother called me on the phone, and then one by one, every single person in my Aunt Alice's house got on the phone and wished me a happy Thanksgiving. Honestly, I could almost cry sitting here right now. I'd have to say, no offense to anybody, I'd have to say it was the best darn Thanksgiving Day I have ever had, because it was a day of grace. What are you thankful for this Thanksgiving Day? And oh, by the way, yes, happy Thanksgiving. You and I both know that this is what Grace to Go looks like on Thanksgiving Day, but every day.